Hey, welcome back in YouTube. My name is Brandon with Taylorsfiresmoke Cooking. Today we're going to do some air fried lemon pepper wings. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of lemon pepper. They're okay, but my kids love them. They've been begging, Daddy, can you please make us some lemon pepper wings? So I'm going to go ahead and make them some for lunch today. We're going to make kind of a wet lemon pepper wing. Something they really like is a little bit of citrusy, sweet with a little bit of heat. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. Won't be long. Okay, guys, let's get into our ingredients. So I have a couple pounds of whole wings here. These are small wings that have been washed. We're going to use a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning. This is just like your traditional lemon pepper seasoning I got from Walmart, great value. We're going to use some of this Auntie Nono's everything season. This is like an all-purpose blend, really good flavor, salt, pepper, garlic, onion. And then I have this garlic lemon pepper seasoning. Now this is more of an herbaceous seasoning, not as much heavy lemon as the other lemon pepper I have, but it does have notes of lemon, and again with lots of different herbs and spices in it, as well as the garlic. So we're going to go with this as well. I have a little bit of cornstarch. This is just going to help crisp up the outside of our wings some. Over here I have some honey, a little bit of lemon juice, and we have some margarine for our wet rub. Let's go ahead and get them seasoned up. All right, so let's get our wings seasoned up. So we're going to go fairly liberal with our everything seasoning. With this lemon pepper, we're going to go kind of medium because we're going to be using some of this as well when we make our wet sauce, but we'll go fairly heavy with this one as well. So again, this is just basically an all-purpose seasoning. If you don't have this, which I'm sure the majority of you probably don't, just use a regular all-purpose seasoning, or you can even use seasoning salt. So give them a nice little toss as we're seasoning them. All right. So now we're going to go with the regular traditional kind of lemon pepper. Again, mix them up really well as we go. All right, and now we're going to hit them with more of our herbaceous lemon pepper. Again, you can go a little heavier with this. This I did find at Ross, so you can check your local Rosses, Marshalls, Burlington. Check their seasoning sections. You'll never know what you'll find there. You'll find different types of oils and seasonings. I know Ray Mac put me on that a while ago. He was the first one I really saw that went into those department stores looking for seasonings, and you most definitely can find good seasonings in Burlington and Ross and Marshalls. Okay, so now we've got our wings seasoned. Now all I'm going to do now is just toss them in a little bit of cornstarch. There's really no special way to do this. I just want to get some cornstarch on the outside of the wings and coat them up. Then we're just going to let them sit for a little while we get our air fryer up to temp. But this cornstarch is going to help kind of crisp up the skin and give them a decent little color while we're air frying them. A little bit healthier than your deep fried. So, all right. So just make sure that you coat all your wings nice and well. Then we're going to go ahead and let them sit again, like I said, while we're bringing our air fryer up to temp. Once it's time to put them bad boys in, I'll bring you guys back and let you see the next. All right, guys, so I've had my air fryer preheating for about 5 minutes. I have my temperature on 385, and we're going to cook them for 12 to 15 minutes, depending. It may take a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. But what I want to do, I'm just going to spray the inside of my basket here. I like to put foil on the inside of the basket just to help with cleanup. And we're just going to layer our wings in our basket. Just put as many as you can fit without necessarily having them sitting on top of one another. That way you can ensure that they get a good cook, even cook. Let's see, I should be able to put it. Okay. One more there. So all I want to do now, once we got our wings in our basket, just give a nice little light spray on top of these bad boys, and we're going to go right back into our air fryer. and let them cook. All right, guys, so we've had our wings cooking now for 7 minutes. And you can see how now they're starting to get some nice color on there. Some, they got a little bit of ash on them. We're going to spray those down, and then we're going to go ahead and flip them over. That's just areas where we may not have gotten as much oil as we did on some of the other wings. So it's perfectly fine. And now we're just going to go ahead and flip these bad boys over and continue to let them cook. Now we're going to go ahead and give the underbellies a nice spray. Let them do their thing. All right, guys, so in my pot here, I have a stick of margarine. I have about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And right here, we have about 4 tablespoons of honey. And all you want to do is you want to allow your sauce to kind of cook down a little bit and come together, to let your honey, your lemon juice, and your butter incorporate really well. I have my heat on a medium low, and this sauce is going to go a long way. Once we add in our seasonings and everything to it, we're just going to drizzle it over the top of our wings, and then we're still going to hit them with just a little bit of lemon pepper at the end. But this wet sauce is really, really good for them. It soaks into the skin and really saturates the chicken and gives it a nice flavor. So let me just go ahead and bring this to a simmer and continue to let it cook, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Allowed everything to meld together really well. Now here's the part where it's kind of up to your taste. We're going to go ahead on with some of our traditional lemon pepper first, and just add in a nice portion of that. If I had to guess, I'd say that's a little over a teaspoon, about 2 teaspoons or so. And then we're going to go with our garlic lemon pepper. Now we're going to go a little heavier with this. It doesn't have as much sodium as the other one. All right, a couple teaspoons of that, and give it a good stir. And now you're going to want to taste your sauce. Now if you want it a little bit spicier, you could add in some crushed red pepper, or you could add in some hot sauce. If you want it a little bit sweeter, you can add in a little more honey, or you could actually add in some brown sugar as well. It's kind of totally up to you. And we just want this to simmer for just a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're just gonna leave it where it is right now. Again, if you want to add a little bit more sweet or heat, you could add that in. I was going to add in some hot sauce to ours, but I forgot. Making these for the kids, so I'm not going to make them as spicy, so I'm going to omit that. But if you wanted to, you could add in some sriracha, hot sauce, or whatever you kind of really want to. And you can see how this sauce looks. Let's look how it is on my spoon, so you can kind of see those seasonings and everything on there. I'm gonna let it simmer for a minute, and we'll come back in a minute. All right, guys, so here's our first batch of wings. It took exactly 15 minutes for them to cook. You see they have a nice little color and char on them. And then here's some of our sauce. Now it doesn't take a lot of sauce. To cover these, we're going to go ahead and put some sauce on them, mix it around. I'm going to throw them back in the air fryer for just a minute to allow my sauce to kind of coat the wings. All right, and you can see I didn't add much, but and just going to give them a nice little coat. Make sure that every wing is covered, and I'll tell you, these things smell so good already. My goodness, that honey and that lemon together, woo! So that's how they look. We're going to go ahead and throw these right back in the air fryer for about 1 minute, just to allow the sauce to set up. Then when it's time to bring them back and plate, I'm going to show you what we do next. All right, guys, so we just got them out the air fryer. Just threw them right back in the pan to get a little more sauce on them, and we're going to plate these bad boys up. Ooh, they look good, good, good. Now we're just going to pour a little bit more of this, the rest of that sauce on them. And you just sprinkle a little bit more of your favorite lemon pepper on top. And that's that, guys. That's my version of wet honey lemon pepper wings. for my kids. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make you some. Let me know what you think. Till the next time, we'll see you around. God bless.